said it before, but I grew up in Japan, and I played, like a lot of us, we played 64 growing up. I played 64 in Japan as a kid, in first grade, when I was 7 years old. And so that's a really special thing for me as well, where you're playing the game for so long, going to tournaments, competing, traveling. I've got to a point where I've reconnected and started playing the game with Japanese players. And that's so cool to me. It's like, it's literally going back to roots. Not just playing the game, but playing with Japanese players who also grew up playing the game, just like me. And it's just like a really cool, like, full circle experience. And for it to also be like my #1 hobby, like what I choose to do for fun. It's like so rewarding, I think. And so obviously, not everyone has that same experience, but to me, that's so special. That's so cool. What made you come back to this game? So, in college, I played Melee. And started going to Melee tournaments. Like, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 years I played Melee. I wasn't great at it. But that was before Smash Ultimate. That was just the one of the fighting games to play. And then it's got kind of with Melee, my hands were starting to hurt, and I just didn't feel like I didn't know how to get better, and I wasn't as driven as other people. I thought it was so hard. I thought Melee was just like I couldn't really connect with anyone or get help from other people, I guess, on how to get better. But at the same time, I wasn't looking for it. It wasn't like handed out for free, I guess. It was like play your games, go 0-2, GG's, bye, never talk to you again. That's kind of what I got from Melee. It's not across the board, but it was just like, man, this is. It was hard to get a feeling of fun with Melee. Like, hey, we're all hanging out together and playing this video game. We're taking it seriously, but also we have to remember to have fun too, not be super hard on each other. Which isn't the case all the time, but that's where I found myself. This is like, this is too hard. I'm not having as much fun, I guess. I don't know, with 64, like, it's just everyone who I've played, like gone to tournaments with, or at events, everyone is like, I mean, in comparison, way more people that play 64 aren't. Like me, I guess. Like, they know it's not the most popular game, but there's just something about it which just keeps you wanting to play it. And it's a smaller community, which isn't bad. It's actually good, because when you find people that play this game, you value them. Like, you need to treat them right. You need to treat them respectfully, so you can continue to play against them. Because if you have a bad relationship with like someone who you play the game with all the time, and then you ruin that, like, who are you gonna play the game with now? No one. Like, there's no one else that plays the game, so you have to like take care of each other. You can't just be mean to each other. say that you suck at the game and go find someone else. There isn't anyone else. So, like with 64, we have to go so far to play this game. Like, I have to play with someone across the country. And there's only one person across the country who's able to play at a time, basically. So. But I like that, because you get to know the people. You get to see the same people at tournaments. And it's a smaller community, you get to hang out more, have more time with each other. I really, really, really like it. I mean, we had a big tournament, an amazing tournament, the Subway tournament in Ohio, where we had a 64 tournament inside of a Subway shop, food, and there were several people from Ohio that we hadn't seen in like 5 years. And it's just like, oh hey, good to see you again. How's your life? You're married now? Oh cool. Like, you have a house? Great, awesome. Like, or, see how people are doing. Oh, you've lost so much weight. Oh, that's so great. Things like that. I love it. So cool. You just pick right up where you left off. And that's like every tournament. So with SmashCon, I love saying this. My first SmashCon was 3 years ago. I've only been to 3, so 2 SmashCons and then Supernova. My first SmashCon I went to was like the best decision of my life. Just like I'm so happy I came to this. This is so cool. And then the second year came around, went to the second SmashCon, and I was thinking, okay, it'll never be as good as the first one. But my second SmashCon was better than my first. Because I got to see everyone again. Like, I got to see my family again. That's how it feels. So, it was just really cool. It's always just like a big family reunion. That's how I look at SmashCon. Like, big holiday. That's our biggest 64 tournament of the year. There's nothing that comes close to that. So, and you only see these people like once a year. So, that's how I look at it. I mean, I'll compete, but I also play the game because I grew up. And it's a fun game I enjoy a lot. So that's what I value. I like that. And it'll be a lifetime. Like, these are lifelong friends you can make. Anytime you travel the US, you can reach out to people and just post on the internet, hey, any Smash 64 players live here? And they'll come pick you up from the airport and house you. It's so cool. Like, when I ran a tournament, Victory Road, this year in Indiana, I had people from KD3, Low, Waxy Joe, Maximum Jugs from Florida. So I had a bunch of East Coast players fly in. I think I forget. And then like people driving in from Michigan. Did I have Ohio? All over, and I just housed everyone at my house. I'm so happy to do it. That's what I want. I don't want people to spend a whole lot of money to play this game. Tactical. It's already a pain to like get everyone together and play this game. Like, I don't want expenses to get in the way. Does Fukuro still play? I don't have an answer. No. People get so busy. We all get so busy. Like, I think people still have an interest in the game. Just there are so many other things. So many other games, so many other video games, so many other hobbies, so many other things in life. It's just like no one. I don't think many people don't avoid this game. It just doesn't come your way. Fukuro is being called sensei. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah. For that long ago, when he was playing against Isaiah, I don't know, Genesis, I think, and being that good, yeah, it sounds like he started Isaiah, Boom, they started this game so early. And everyone else is just playing catch up still. I only started competing in 64 like 2017, 2018. And then really taking it seriously, I think, recently, last couple years, few years, ever since SmashCon, I would guess. Yeah, once I went to SmashCon, I was hooked. DS. Bono. Haven't even heard of Bono. Skip this section. Hio. So Hio. Oh, GG's. GG's Chandelier. Super good games. Thank you. Hio was at the last Snoza. The last Snoza in California. Isaiah was there. There was also Gyaki. Really, really, really tall. He was a Link main. So cool. That's awesome. It's the one time I've heard of him. Yeah, it's the same here in the US. Like, I'm sure there are so many Japanese players that are really good at 64, but we don't even know. We don't even know their name. Like, when like 5 or 6 Japanese players come to Supernova, it could be players I've never heard of. And they'll be super good. So, yeah. Jackie's kind of back. Cool. That's great. Yes. Yes. Glad I got the chat on the screen here. Ooh, someone making noises. Bennett. played better. That's a good session with Chandelier.
How to play.
Yoshi, nice. Good. Ugh. Josuke? Yeah. Whenever I imagine how Mr. Sir got really good with Samus, just imagine Mr. Sir traveled up a mountain, climbed up a mountain, met Josuke. Josuke passed on hidden knowledge of Samus. That's kept. Yo, who am I? It does suck though, because like, I'm gonna be so honest here. Without Dogs Johnson and Beef, two Indiana players, without them, like, I would not be as like involved, so interested in the community. Without them, they like brought me in. Went to my first tournament, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, we got to take you to." Make sure you come along to all these other tournaments, we carpool together, help each other get better at the game. That was years ago. But it's just like, life gets in the way. J. Paul as well, Maniac. We're trying to get like plan a session where we all hang out for a day in January. It's just so tough though, because it's like, Dogs is like, alright, my days off are gonna be, it can be anytime. It can be Monday or Wednesday, that's it though. And unfortunately it's like, you wanna have a Smash Fest on Monday night? It's tough. That's why NetPlay is good. That's why I think playing online is good. Stranded and Kiro, dude, Stranded and Kiro. So they're brothers, and that type of that gives them such a huge advantage. Josh Brody and Dark Horse, they're also brothers. So not only do you get better over time playing the game, but you guys are siblings, so you guys can just play against each other, and you've got this sibling rivalry as well. You can really see it in Hero and Stranded. Even just how they play against us. They don't want to lose. And so imagine Hero and Stranded growing up playing Smash together, push the game to its limits. They've done that. Pretty crazy. Another good player is Huntsman too. Just popped in my head. He's in Utah. So out in the middle of the west part of the U.S., but not California. Just kind of in the desert. But he just entered the combo contest one year and just straight up won it. Depends on the board, where did this guy come from? And he just practiced on his own a lot. He did every day he did a new combo video in training mode. I think he was learning from Isaiah, combo training videos, whatever it is. I don't know enough about it, only because I never do training, never do training with this stuff. But it was just so cool to see Huntsman just I'll enter the combo contest. And it was the one year when Prince didn't show up. So I bring it up because on the surface, everyone only thinks of 64 as they only know the combo contest. That's it. That's all they know. Because that's the most exciting thing that people will watch, or that'll make the news, I guess, whatever. So that year when Prince wasn't there, I was like, okay, so we've got 5 people entering. It'll be, I think it was Jaime, Tacos, maybe Raichu, or Raz, maybe Afro. Forget who it could have been, but yeah, Huntsman shows up and he just straight up wins it. So with his feet. With his feet. So it's so cool. And at the same time too, you've got the 2 people that are commentating, usually, at least from what I remember, usually the 2 people commentating that, it's Kiro and Dark Horse, who I just mentioned. 2 people that are fathers, I guess, of this community. Maybe not the oldest fathers, but they're still fathers. They literally are fathers. They both have kids. Cool. Another cool thing, Battle of the Border was a recent big tournament in the US that was in Phoenix. So Huntsman was there, and Klosenberg, who is from Phoenix, organized that tournament. And it was just a huge gathering of Canadian, people from Canada, people from Mexico, people from the West Coast, people from the East Coast, the US, all in Phoenix, and it was intense competition. In grand finals, you had Frank from Mexico and Provi from Canada. 2 really, really good players. And they're both separated by the US. It was just so cool. Symbolic of how diverse, small but diverse this game can be. Players. and two great people too. Like Frank is so. If you see his posts on like Twitter, he's so passionate. Really, really. I think he has a really similar outlook on the community with me. Just like so happy to like hang out with everyone. And so I love seeing that. Like someone who's a super skilled player and also just happy to hang out with everyone. And then Provi he hasn't had as many like in-person tournaments as you would think. He practices a lot online, but he's getting there. I can't speak on it, but super nice, really nice and super talented player. Yeah, it's cool to just go to tournaments and finally like meet people. Like a really fun thing I like is if you play online, play NetPlay, and then finally go to a tournament or whatever, and you run into someone and it's like that person that you played online with all the time and you've never gone to an in-person tournament, played against each other. It's like, oh, this is so cool. I think Lodo is a good example of that for me. Lodo is from Florida. He hasn't played in a while, but 2 years ago he would play on NetPlay. With Crockett and I, we do teams. Maps is on? Same player. Should just keep that. What?